to Lillian's Test Kitchen. My name is Lillian and I make grain-free, dairy-free, cane sugar-free recipes for the very first time on camera. And today I am going to make something I don't know if it's going to work. Creation I am calling strawberries and cream shortcake. Sounds amazing. So there are two parts to this recipe. Well, three parts really. I'm going to be using a recipe that I found on elenaspantry.com, her coconut cream frosting, and that's going to be the cream part. And then I'm also using an adaptation that I'm coming up with of a recipe I found for shortcake, which I'm making out of coconut flour. And then the third part is strawberries. I don't know how it's all going to mix together, but in my mind it works out beautifully. The frosting is what's going to take the longest, so I'm going to start with that first. Okay. I need 1 cup coconut milk, 1 cup agave nectar, a pinch of Celtic sea salt, 5 teaspoons of arrowroot powder, and 1 tablespoon of water. Oh, and one more, a very, very important ingredient, 1 1/4 cup of coconut oil. I didn't expect this. This is solid. This is the coconut milk. Okay, so I need 1 cup. Ah! Oh my god, it's not solid anymore. 1 cup of agave nectar. And a pinch of salt. Pinch. So we bring this to a boil. Once it's boiling, we bring it back down and to a simmer for like 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, it's boiling, so now I'm going to bring it down to a simmer. I'm going to do the next step, which is to make an arrowroot paste. So I have 1 tablespoon of water. Then I need 5 teaspoons of arrowroot powder. Arrowroot powder is a great thickener, and it's a great option for vegans if you, as a replacement for eggs. It's good for you, and it's not heavily processed like a lot of egg replacements out there. Oh, look how it's immediately getting thick. This stuff is intense. Now I'm removing this from the heat, and I need to very gradually add in 1 1/4 cup of coconut oil. So that's about 1 cup, and so I'm going to gradually add this together. You know what, I'm just going to pour this in. Because I have to blend it. I don't have enough hands. It's all blended together, and we just stick this in the freezer for 30 to 40 minutes. It's exhausting. The ingredients for the shortcake. It's 6 tablespoons of coconut oil melted, 6 eggs, 4 tablespoons of agave, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, gluten-free, 1/2 cup of coconut flour, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So heat this, just put it on very, very low. Oh no, now the coconut oil is starting to harden. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So 1/2 cup of coconut flour. This is all of the ingredients together. Now I'm just going to grease the pan with coconut oil. You know what, I'm actually feeling a little bit nervous that the shortcake is going to get stuck in here, so I'm also going to flour this. It looks very pretty. Thank you. So I forgot to preheat the oven, and I have to preheat it to 400, which I'm going to do right this second. I'll do less then. See? Still not going to make 12. Where's the oven? Oh, it's still at 200. Well, let's check the frosting. This is after 30 minutes, so let's put it back in the freezer for another 20 minutes and see how it goes. The oven is finally at 400, so we'll put these in for, the recipe says for them to cook for 14 minutes, so at about 10 minutes I'm going to start to keep an eye on them. Alright, let's check it out. Ooh, let's see if it's done or not. That one does not look done. That one does. That one does not look done. That one does not look done. Maybe. That one's done. This is weird. I'm going to take some of them out. then leave the other ones. Alright, so these will be in for another 2 minutes. And let's go check on the frosting. It's definitely looking better, but doesn't look good enough to me yet. And they look great. It looks good, doesn't it? It looks finally done. It took 80 minutes, which is
not 35.
Not 35, but it's done. So now I'm going to blend it until it's fluffy and then commence making the strawberries and cream shortcake. Oh wow, it's gummy. Oh. What's happening? I'm gonna try one more time. I'm going to prepare myself. It looks fluffy, right?
Yeah.
That looks good. So my plan is to just cut this in half, some frosting in the middle, a few strawberries, another layer on the top, just to help the strawberries stick, and then on top. And put a few more strawberries on. Oh, stay, don't fall. Stay. This is my friend Mary Giordano. She's gonna be our first taster, and she doesn't know what's in it, which is exciting.
Got some coconut in there. Wow. It's really good. I'm not really good with words. It's delicious. You win. This is the best.
Yeah?
You can definitely taste the coconut, yeah. And I do think that this is probably one of the best things you've made.
It is sort of a conundrum. How do you start? Like, how do you eat this? Okay, ready?
Nice. It's really good.
I have no criticism.
Yeah, right?